What's up guys, it's that Panda Guy. I'm here again with another video, and today we're going to be talking a bit about the workshop, a bit about the vehicle system that was kind of introduced to the game. And I will tell you guys, I was a little bit upset because I was hoping that this would take speed ups to upgrade or something, the building, because I needed to complete my achievement, right? I needed to complete my achievement, because I'm trying to hit 100 achievement things right now, but it's so freaking hard to do. Either way, let's kind of hop right into this. We're going to be just giving a rundown and stuff and just talking about how, I guess, impactful this might be. I will say to an extent I am actually applauding the developers, because I think when you kind of consider how they released Armament compared to the vehicle system, I will say there's like some better things they could have done. Like maybe they could have been slower at releasing these tiers or something, right? Which when you kind of look at like the stats that the tier 3 engine gives and like all these other devices in your workshop, it is kind of crazy. And you do have to spend a lot of money to actually unlock them, but some people have already unlocked the first one and upgraded it enough to get 11% on their stats, right? So if I wanted to max out the current weekly packs that they have right now, and you can find that by going here, right? If I wanted to max these out and I bought this, and I think you can buy it in an order of, and I think I have this written down or typed up. Oh yeah, so the packs go progressively: $5, $10, $20, then $50, and you can buy the $100 pack 3 times. So yeah, it's around $400, and you can basically whenever doing that, you can basically, I guess, unlock one of the tier 3 things, and you can upgrade it to at least get 11% stats on whatever you're kind of working on, which is kind of crazy, you know what I mean? Like 11% stats for almost $400. And I mean, that is a lot of money, but at the same time, when you kind of consider this and like compare it on a scale of like parts, right? Like parts on your profile, the difference between them and the pricing is kind of insane. And it feels like, imagine you spent like $5,000 for the same stats that you're getting here for $1,000. You know what I mean? Like in the past, like it kind of feels like things are getting cheaper to an extent, and maybe that's just so it's more it's more tempting to buy, you know what I mean? Especially for like an average spender, it's like, oh, well, that's 11% stats I can get right there, whatever the case. I will say that's probably going to be where all the money's going. I'm so freaking a little frustrated at this, because this is going to be some whale territory, you know what I mean? Especially once you upgrade it. Like, we don't even know I don't know what the cap is personally yet. I guess we'll kind of have to see how that works and stuff. Either way, we're going to keep going through here. We're going to keep talking about it a bit. You do have this rapid revolution, which will be good for kind of growing your vehicles a bit. You have some tasks here in mod prep. Those should be very limited. You do have these, which reset every day, and I would take advantage of that, so you can get as many of these done as possible and run through rapid link. You'd have this vehicle challenge, trying to get to level 15 and maybe unlock this truck. That is my hope, and I guess you do get these, like, for example, this weekly pack. I don't know if this is going to be like a weekly pack that you're getting and it's going to keep coming around, because this is a specific key for the Dicky. I'm wondering if they're going to unlock, or they're going to drop different cars or different trucks, for example, and then they're going to allow you to buy them here as well. And I was definitely considering this, but I honestly don't think I'm going to get it. I was like, for $20, I don't know. Like, I understand in that you may be unable to unlock the blueprint here. You do get a lot of like high carbon steel stuff, but just in general, man, I don't know if I'm trying to spend $25 for a freaking goofy car. And it's not like the stats the car is giving me are going to be insane. I mean, those do add up, right? But I don't know if it's enough for me to really want to fork over $25. I mean, I'm a little bit stingy when it comes to spending on that kind of stuff. But yeah, and the only thing that was kind of tempting me was looking at, for example, like training speed. I think it gives like some training speed once you upgrade it enough. Either way, you can buy that for $25, the Dicky car. You are able to get this one for free in the vehicle challenge. I'm not sure yet if it's going to be you're like capable of actually doing it for free, right? Getting to level 15, but it should be possible. Right now I'm at level 10, almost level 11. I haven't spent anything, and hopefully it doesn't get like super hard to kind of level it up. You do have this other pack as well, which I guess you can get one free tier 2 blueprint thing, or tier 2 thing unlocked, which, I mean, that's some free stats right there. Whatever. I don't think like cars are going to be like the main money maker, to be fair. I mean, these stats do end up adding up, and I'm assuming they're going to drop more. And I will say, like I was saying, I do want to applaud the developers to an extent, because I liked how they dropped this and didn't drop like 200 cars at a time, right? I think if they did this with Armaments, that would have been way more like it would have made way more sense because I think they just dropped too many armaments at one time. They didn't kind of do like a slow release on them. You know what I mean? I think it would have made more sense to drop a few main armaments, right? And you have people kind of work on those or like focus those, or it's just not like it's not too at least money grabbing right off the bat, right? And it's not like they're overwhelming us with a bunch of features. I mean, this is still kind of overwhelming, like all the interfaces and stuff. But I think it was way better they did it like that, and I feel like them dropping only 3 cars was definitely better. I mean, they're surely going to drop more cars in the future, right? And considering these give like slight increments in stats, it's not like they're going to be the biggest game changer, but you still probably want to work on them. I mean, like I have this screenshot here, and I can even see, it gives like training speed. You obviously get these other stats like squad firepower, stuff like that. And if you guys do not know, you can actually find it here, right? So for every 10 squad firepower, your squad attack increases by 0.1%. So if you have 100 squad firepower, you get 1% squad attack, right? Same applies to like squad protection. You basically get 1% for every 100 squad protection. When your squad firepower is greater than your opponent's squad protection, your squad gains the barrage effect. Barrage effect increases squad final damage. Your final damage increases by 1% when your squad's firepower exceeds the squad protection by a greater amount. So basically, if you have 101 squad firepower and they have 100 squad protection, you're going to be doing them additional damage by basically breaking through their squad protection. Whatever. I will say there is one thing that you guys probably should note when kind of looking at these things. Some of them do debuff you, so you want to kind of be mindful of that. Like, for example, if I am going to run a range rally, and I think it was somewhere in here. Okay, so if I was to run a range rally, right, I'm obviously not going to want to keep this on, and I would maybe want to swap to this one, right, because, well, I guess that's rider attack, but you're not going to get, obviously the debuff for your range squads and stuff. Overall, I don't really like the debuffing. Like, I don't know if that was like a necessary feature. Like, I kind of get it, but at the same time, I don't really think it was kind of necessary to debuff squads or anything. I do think that this is going to be significant. If it says more, sorry. So I don't know if it's gonna be as significant as like armaments or something. Like, I do think that it's gonna be extremely significant. But like, for example, like an average player who's not spending obviously hundreds of dollars, or maxing out obviously the weekly packs. They're not going to be able to obtain this. I don't think it's going to be as significant in their growth, right? I think it's definitely going to be harder to grow, and it's going to be more of a brick wall that you're hitting. For non-spenders, obviously, for whales and stuff, you're probably going to be able to like level these up like crazy. But I feel like armaments, at least, even if like they were definitely pay to win tailored, as a free to play or as an average spender, I feel like those were definitely easier to kind of grind up over a period of time. And obviously we don't know yet if there's going to be more events that kind of come out that will help you work on your stuff in your workshop and stuff. And I think this is where like the main stats are really going to come from, your workshop. And I guess eventually, once they release enough cars and stuff, those will also add up. But you guys give me your thoughts, on that. I guess we can talk a bit about the other features here. So we have the, survival roulette, whatever, right? We get a lot of these. I did do 30 spins, guys. That was expensive. I freaking was burning through my gym thing. I kind of wanted to just get this one reward, and I just stopped. You know what I mean? We do have Sarah's request. I do like doing these a lot. I do recommend trying to join as many of these rallies as possible. I was just trying to stack up as many relocators, since we do have a lot more PvP events now. Obviously, it's just one more a month, but that does kind of add up, and it takes a lot of teleports to kind of consistently do that. I like this little event. You get the little Sarah fragments, and you're able to, kind of work on her. So I don't really have any complaints there. I think that might be about it to what I really wanted to talk about in the video. I just wanted you guys to kind of give me your thoughts and opinions here, and just tell me what you guys think. I was definitely considering getting this, but when I saw it was for $25, I had to like double take, you know what I mean? I was like, $25. Like, I would have made more sense if it cost like $15 at least, right? Kind of like the armament challenge, but this was, I don't know. That's kind of how I'm feeling. But then again, I guess you get like more instant stats than like an armament that you might be able to get from the armament challenge. But I don't know, man. Oh yeah, one more thing we can talk about. There is the mega armament sale, and I want you guys to tell me what you guys also think about this. I mean, I guess they do swap back a lot, back and forth. I did get this one for $3, but I know they do swap these back forth and forth a lot, so it's obviously probably not going to be the same exact armament event next week. But you guys just tell me what you guys think about this. If you guys like this little feature, for example, you're able to discount how much you're able to buy it for. The only issue that I found, and to be fair, it actually caused me more problems than me more good, but I think for the average player it helped. For example, I do have for example, multiple T6 accounts. So if I wanted to get the armament challenge for both of them, right? Normally I could get the discount and I could just buy it for my account with a discount and then the other account with a discount, because I could just share it between the two. But now I'm pretty sure this costs more for me, right? Because obviously, if I'm getting the discount as an individual, I'm getting the discount on both accounts as an individual, but it's not like I'm sharing it, So it's kind of like it's downgrade for me, but I can see how this will be like really good for like the average player base. You know what I mean? Because not everybody's getting this and like sharing with their buddies. I mean, I did actually have this one player who would sometimes buy me them, and it was actually really nice of him. But he would sometimes gift me these, and that was really nice, But he can't gift me with this one, so I can't beg my will to help me out, But I don't know, man. I think this one's actually a pretty good one. Being able to just like request help or whatever, because if you guys don't know, and I guess I already requested help, but you basically request help by clicking on this, right? And you can basically send it in Alliance chat. You can send it in I don't know if it's in English chat, but I know you can send it in region chat and stuff like that. And then you can basically get people to send helps to your thing. And then once you get your 5 helps, it reduces the price from, let's say, $15 to $10. So yeah, I don't know. You guys give me your thoughts on this. You guys give me your thoughts on everything. How you guys feel about everything as a whole? You know what I mean? How you guys feel about the vehicles? I think that one of the things that I found was goofy was like the honest design, right? Like the design on these vehicles. It was so weird to me. And I mean, I guess you can see it on the field here, but it just looks so funky on the field. Is that just me? Like, I don't know if this belongs, like this look. I feel like they would have been way better doing like armored vehicles or something like that, or just something that looks more rough. You know what I mean? That kind of matches the format of the game. I don't feel like this matched with how like the game's design is. I mean, like even if you look on people's profiles and stuff, it just looks a little bit goofy. I mean, I guess it might not look as bad now, but I know there were like, for example, if you had like a yellow car behind you, you looked like a freaking goofball. Oh yeah, look right here. Either way, you guys give me your thoughts. I do appreciate you guys as always for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I will see you guys in the next video, and that is about it. Peace out.